Welcome back to the channel. We take an in-depth look at the United States of America. Quarter dollar. 1990, a classic American coin that represents tradition, stability, and everyday life at the start of the 1990s. Though common in circulation at the time, this quarter carries lasting historical and cultural significance. The obverse of the 1990 quarter dollar features the iconic portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. His image symbolizes leadership, independence, and the founding ideals of the nation, making it one of the most recognizable designs in American coinage. Surrounding Washington's portrait are the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the mint year 1990. These words reflect enduring American values, freedom, faith, and unity that have remained central to the country's identity. On the reverse side, the coin displays the traditional bald eagle with outstretched wings, a powerful symbol of strength, vigilance, and freedom. Above the eagle appears the national motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one. The phrase E pluribus unum represents the unity of many states and cultures forming a single nation. On the 1990 quarter, this message quietly traveled across the country through everyday transactions. The 1990 quarter dollar is composed of a copper core clad with nickel, giving it durability and a bright silver-colored appearance. This strong composition allows the coin to withstand years of circulation while maintaining clear design details. During the early 1990s, the quarter was one of the most widely used coins in the United States. It played an essential role in vending machines, parking meters, laundromats, arcades, and public transportation. In 1990, a quarter still held meaningful purchasing power. It could pay for a phone call, a newspaper, or a small snack, making it an important part of daily budgeting. From a numismatic perspective, the 1990 quarter belongs to the classic Washington quarter era, before the major design changes that arrived later in the decade with the state quarters program. Although not rare, the 1990 quarter is valued by collectors for its representation of a specific period in American history, just before the rapid technological and cultural shifts of the late 1990s. Coins from 1990 reflect a time when cash transactions dominated everyday life and digital payments were still uncommon. The simplicity of the quarter's design adds to its timeless appeal, communicating authority, trust, and national identity through balanced imagery. Many people remember carrying 1990 quarters in their pockets, using them for arcade games, vending machines, and local purchases. International collectors recognize the Washington quarter as one of the most iconic American coins, making the 1990 issue appealing worldwide. As the coin circulated, it accumulated marks and wear that tell stories of movement through countless hands and places. Even today, many 1990 quarters. The 1990 quarter represents a time when physical money was central to daily life, and coins were constantly moving through communities across the country. Holding a quarter from this era brings back memories of exact change, payphones, parking meters, and vending machines that defined everyday routines. George Washington's portrait on the coin connects modern Americans with the nation's founding era, creating a sense of continuity and respect. The eagle on the reverse reinforces national strength and independence, a symbol that has represented the United States for generations. Collectors often admire the clarity and balance of the 1990 quarter's design, which reflects decades of refinement in U.S. coinage. The reeded edge adds both texture and functionality, a design feature rooted in early coin history. During the early 1990s, quarters were commonly used for public transportation, making them essential for commuters. Arcade games and entertainment venues relied heavily on quarters, turning the coin into a symbol of small joys and leisure. Saving quarters in jars or piggy banks was a common habit, teaching children the value of patience and saving. From a historical perspective, the 1990 quarter stands at the edge of change, just before major redesigns reshaped U.S. coinage. Although millions were minted, each coin developed its own character through circulation and wear. Light scratches and worn edges on a 1990 quarter tell stories of countless transactions and journeys. The copper-nickel composition ensures the coin's durability, allowing many examples to survive decades of use. Collectors often include the 1990 quarter in year sets that capture the spirit of early 1990s America. Internationally, the Washington quarter is recognized as a symbol of U.S. currency and economic strength. Educators use coins like the 1990 quarter to teach history, economics, and national symbolism. Comparing the 1990 quarter to later state quarters highlights how traditional and consistent earlier designs were. As digital payments become more common, coins from this era grow in historical and nostalgic value. The 1990 quarter reminds us of a time when money had weight, sound, and physical presence. For many collectors, this coin sparks personal memories tied to everyday life and routine.